Yo, what's going on, guys? Cinematic, and today's topic of discussion is skill-based matchmaking. I've actually sat around and thought about this for a while. I didn't want to just jump out and make a video about it, and I just been sitting on what I wanted to discuss about it for a while, and I actually seen another guy's video, which I'll link it in the description. Biblical Reaper. He made a video of his thoughts about and opinions about skill-based matchmaking. I actually agree with him a lot on what he had to say, and I just kind of want to throw my input in there for you guys. And like I said, you can go check out his video if you'd like. It'll be in the description. And here we go. Skill-based matchmaking. The ideal of it, I don't really have a big huge problem with overall, other than the fact that when I play Call of Duty in a public lobby like Core TDM or Core Kill Confirmed or anything like that, it's usually because I want to have a good time. I want to own some noobs. I want to, have a good quality match, connection-wise, and things like that. So with that being said, here are my thoughts on why I think they should definitely take out skill-based matchmaking. For one, if your search goes off of skill-based matchmaking before anything else, then of course you are going to have the issue of running into a lot of terrible laggy games, because if my skill base is matching up with people from the UK and Mexico and Africa and Australia and all these places, then the ping difference between me and a lot of those players is going to be ridiculous. The connection is going to be really wonky, and I run into this a lot. So that's one main reason. But here's another thing. All right, I'm a Halo player. I was a Halo player. When I got back into gaming, most of you guys know I'm a little bit older, so I was a Nintendo NES. We're talking about Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, all the way up to, playing Genesis and different games, playing Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. A lot of old school games. I was an old school gamer. I quit gaming around the PS1. I quit gaming for a long time. N64 and PS1 was the end of my gaming career, and just so happens that my best friend's little brother at the time, I was staying with them for a while, and he had an Xbox 360, and he said, "You should get back into gaming. This game right here is the most amazing game ever, yada yada yada." And he was talking about Halo. At the time, Halo 3 had just came out, and he was telling me, H2 was better. I tried to play Halo 2, and the graphics to me compared to Halo 3 made me not want to play it. So either way, I finally broke down one day and played Halo 3, and it was an amazing experience. Like, I played that damn game probably for like 12 hours the first day, and I was hooked. I was addicted. And the thing was, I wasn't very good at Halo, but what I could do on Halo was I could go into Social Slayer and be matched up against other bad players like myself, like a mix of players. Like, they didn't go by skill, it went by whatever. It just threw people in the lobby. So I'd have games where I would go against people that were better than me, and I would have a lot of games where I'd go against people that were just as good or worse than me. So so overall, I had a fun experience with that. Now, when I wanted to improve my game, when I wanted to see where my skill level was at, I could go into the regular Team Slayer or any other of the regular game types and play against other people of my same skill type. I do not know how Halo made the game to where the connection was so good, even though they were matching you up against players with the same rank, but I never had any connection issues really with Halo. If you did have a connection issue, it was maybe 1 or 2 games, and if you played 10, maybe 1 or 2 might be a little wonky, but it was always like that for everyone. It wasn't like one person was dominating everybody else. But either way, we're talking about Call of Duty, and here's my problem. Here is my issue with skill-based matchmaking. The fact that they don't search for a connection first automatically makes me not like skill-based matchmaking. Secondly, I understand they want the game to be more competitive. It's on the rise in MLG. For the longest time, Call of Duty got no love on the MLG scene, and it's slowly creeping up there and becoming more dominant in the MLG setting for a first-person shooter. And I understand this. I understand this. The developers see it. They're like, hey, this is another way for us to bring money to the franchise. Another way to get the franchise noticed. It's a way for, you know, the people that appreciate the game from a competitive standpoint can use it to, you know, get their name out there and you know, make the game look good. And I understand all that. I understand all that. And I thought that was the reason that they put the ranked playlist in there, because they wanted to make all of the MLG guys happy. They even talked to the MLG guys about what they think should be put in, taken out of the game when it comes to MLG settings. You know, what guns should be allowed, what attachments, all that. And I'm down for all of that. Any way you can bring a game into a bigger spotlight and make the game better and keep the game around. Because I don't want Call of Duty to go anywhere. I don't want Halo. I'm hoping Halo 5 is going to be the return of what Halo actually was. I don't want the game to dwindle or fall or, you know, lose so many buyers that they contemplate not ever making another Call of Duty. I don't want any of those things to happen. What I want from Call of Duty is a fair playing field. I want to turn the game on and know that I'm not getting cheated for my $100 a month internet connection, and I don't want to call it lag comp. I don't want to call it anything like that. What I want to say is that when I go into a game, I want to know that the game is searching for the best possible matchmaking experience over everything else. If they want to put some element of skill-based matchmaking in there, that's fine. But what would happen is if no one was in the same skill base as me in the near area, it would take forever to find a game. And we seen that in Black Ops 2 in the beginning. We also seen the terrible connections in Black Ops 2 in the beginning. That never got completely fixed, but when they took out skill-based matchmaking, it fixed it a little bit. And that's what I want. I just want to have the same gameplay experience as everyone else in the game and enjoy myself. And we're going to kind of end up with that. That's another reason why, like I said, I would like, you know, regular TDM, regular kill confirmed, all of those things to be more of a social setting, because everybody wants the opportunity to go into a match and not have to worry about every single player being as good as them. I'm willing to take the good with the bad. I'm willing to get destroyed every once in a while because I go up against some really, really good players. But I also, in return, want to be able to go up against those really bad players. I mean, to me, if you only go up against people of your same skill level, you're never going to really get better at the game, and you're not going to have a lot of fun. And that's the end of the gameplay. This gameplay was actually by my boy Joker. It is not mine. He will be linked in the description also. Hopefully, I will find some time to get some gameplays between streaming and doing all this other stuff here in the future. But until then, I will be using a few of my friends' gameplays. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm out. Peace.